Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and yes, it's time to upgrade my gaming system. It's been too long since I upgraded my CPU power. I have been using the same processor ever since I made my gaming PC, and it was made on 4th generation i7 4770K. And finally I decided to upgrade my system, but this time I'm going with the AMD. And as you can see, I have here with me is the Ryzen 9 3900X. It's a 12 core processor, which is really awesome for the gaming and also for the stream, and I can do a lot of stuff with that, even with the editing and other stuff which I do sometime. And along with that, I have the motherboard which I bought for my processor, and it is Tough Gaming X570, and it's a Wi-Fi version. It was really hard to get because these days, due to the COVID, the motherboards are really hard to come by, and I had to wait around 2 weeks for my order to get, and finally it's here. And other than that, I have the RAM, which is 16 GB, 8 GB each DIMM, and it's the Cruiser Plastic Gaming Memory. It's not RGB because the case which I have is not the it's the one with the Windows, so I didn't bother going with the RGB RAM. So instead of that, I just bought the one which is really good, and it doesn't have the light, but it really doesn't bother me. And other than that, what I have for my processor is the Recon X62, which is already installed in my system right now, currently working with my i7. And all I have to do right now is to change the bracket for my processor, which is already available in the box, and I will be using that. And here is my old motherboard box, which was Z87 GD65 gaming, and it really held for too long, more than 5 years, and it's a really awesome motherboard till today. It really never gave me any issue at all. I have been using my CPU with the overclock for my i7 for 4.2 gigahertz, and it's been working great ever since. But it's time to say goodbye to this baby and go to the other one. And yep, let's move on. And this is how my system looks like from inside, and as you can see, this is a really old case of Cooler Master, and I don't even remember the name, the version of the case anymore, but it's a mid tower high airflow something of Cooler Master. It does not have any window, but it still is really strong, and until as I mean still is it held up itself until today, and it's still going on really good. So I'm not really going to change my case. And moving forward, I have my power supply here, which is Corsair AX60i. It's a platinum power supply which I bought for 200 something dollar when I made my gaming system for the first time. And I have some fans here which I bought as well, but I'm only using one. I had two here before, but now I have one. And as you can see, it's a little dirty from inside, but I do clean up my system time to time, so it's really not that bad, I guess. And this is my processor, my motherboard, which is still clean, and my graphic card, which is EVGA GeForce RTX 2070, which I might upgrade with the new series when it comes out, the 3000 series. But for now, it's really good, and it's working great for me for high definition resolution gaming, because my monitor is a HD resolution, not the 2K or 4K, so it's really not making any difference for me. And then moving on, Here are my RAM, which are 32 GB right now. Two of them are Dominator Platinum of Corsair, and two of them are, these two are, the black one are the Vengeance. These silver one are the Dominator. Those were really expensive. I bought them for very expensive price. I think $160 back then, around 6 years back. But now the RAMs are not that expensive anymore, which is great. And the fans of my NZX62, and here's the cooler itself. And now it's time to dismantle and put on my new motherboard. Let's move on. Just took out RAM and graphic card out of my case, and as you can see, this is the graphic card. It's quite small than RTX 2080, but nonetheless it's not that small. And it's an overclocked version of RTX 2070, and it's not a super version. I bought it before when the super came out. Otherwise I would have gone with the super, but still is a really good one. And here are my RAMs, and you guys might be wondering why are they different. Actually, I bought these two first, which are the Dominator version, and this is the heat sink system, and it was really expensive. It's a 16 GB combo, which I bought for around $140 or $50 back then, and the speed is 1600 megahertz. And here's the rest of the things. Okay, made in Taiwan. And then this is Corsair Vengeance. The speed is the same, but these are quite cheaper compared to Dominator. So I didn't went with the Dominator again, just to save some money, and that's it. And these been working really great. And yep, it was 32 GB back then, but now I'm going with the 16, which I will upgrade later. But for now, yep, I'm taking out all the stuff which is no longer necessary, except the graphic card, of course. And yeah, let's move on. So I just took out the motherboard from my case, as the old one, and put it back where it belongs, which is a box of its own. I had it for like, I don't know for how many years, but yeah, I just put it back in the box. And here you can see the i7-4700K. Well, let me see if it's focused. Yeah, it does, but I can barely see something on it. It says i7 3.5 Hz gigahertz, and I was using it on overclocked 4.2 gigahertz. Through here, the motherboard had the option here to just one click and overclock it to 4.2, also the RAM. So yeah, and I also found something very interesting. Let me just show you. It seems like I still have the invoice of my system, which I made long time ago, and there might be a date to it, and let's see. And it's July 2013. So yeah, I have been using this motherboard and the processors from 2013 July 3. It came with that, and as you can see, these were the stuff which I ordered with it. Corsair Series SP120 Performance Edition twin pack fans, and then as you can see, the power supply is Corsair Professional Series 860 watt. It was the platinum power. I bought it for almost $200, and the RAM itself was around $157. Then there's a Western Digital hard drive, Caviar Black, and Corsair Air Series SP120 high performance fan again, and the i7 processor. It was for only $334. I have to say, back then the price of the processors were really good compared to the system power. because back then 4770K was just like i9-9970K, and this was a lot cheaper compared to that. But now the price of processors are getting expensive. And what else is there? Yeah, the graphic card which I ordered. There's another invoice. I ordered, which one? GTX 780 super overclocked. It was for $660, and ever since I upgraded my graphic card 2 times. After this one, it was GTX 980 Ti, then RTX 2070, and hopefully in future I will be upgrading the 3000 series of RTX. And I had the Hydro Series Extreme Performance Liquid CPU Cooler at 100i, which I replaced because it stopped working, and bought this one here, Recon X62, like a year ago, and I have to say it's a lot quieter compared to what I had before. It's a lot better. So yeah, let's move on to the next step, which is installing the motherboard. Let's go. So here's the new motherboard, and it's time to put on the new AMD 3900X. So this is the CPU itself, 3900X AMD. It's a 12-core processor, and what else is written on it? Let's see. Diffused in USA, diffused in Taiwan, made in Malaysia. Alright, I'm gonna open it and put it on the motherboard now. Alright, it's been put on the motherboard, and now it's time to install the motherboard inside my case, and let's see how it goes. Alright, the motherboard has been installed, and I did put some cables on the motherboard as well, but there are still some of them are left. As you can see, the SATA cables, which I have to see and put in order, because I just labeled them just the way it was previously in my motherboard, because I'm not going to reformat my system. Hopefully I don't have to, so that's why I'm trying to put them in order and see how it goes. And the only thing which is left is now my cooler, which I need to put on the motherboard, and yeah, I'm just about to do that now. Alright, so everything has been put back together with the AMD 3900 and the new motherboard, and this is how it's going. This is how it looks like now. So the only thing left is to power up this system and see how it goes. Hopefully all is well. I don't have to configure my hardware, I mean the hard drives. Hopefully it will just run the way it was running before, but let's see. Alright, so I just booted the system and it seems to be working just fine, and I got this screen now on my monitor. It's a Predator monitor, 24-inch, and it's a G-Sync HD. So it seems everything is running good. The temperature of CPU and the motherboard, I just have to configure some more stuff, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so the system is up and running. I didn't have to reinstall my Windows. All I had to do is change my BIOS setting so it would be compatible with the BIOS. So I turned it to UEFI, and now my previous Windows is working. All I had to do was reactivate my Windows key, because it was not activated for this motherboard, but it didn't took me more than 1 minute. So yeah, that's about it, and I installed all the drivers, and this is how it looks like. Where is it? The system, as you can see, AMD Ryzen 9 3900X 12-core processors, it's already detected, and 16GB DDR RAM, also running on 3200Hz. I changed that as well in the motherboard. The setting name was something DOOC something, which I had to do, and now it's working. And other than that, where is it? Oh yeah, these are my cores right now. As you can see, it's running at 4.17 Hz core speed, and the CPU usage is around 11% because I'm running some stuff behind. But moving forward, what do we have here? The RAM speed is 3200, as you can see here. 3200, and 5.7 is already in use. And the temperature of my CPU is around 53 Celsius at the moment, with around 8% usage or something. And the room temperature of my uh, what is it? The room temperature. The room temperature is 27 degree right now. Sometimes it gets even hotter, but right now I'm not using air conditioner, and the place where I lived at is it's mostly really hot because it's Middle East. But anyways, this is how it is right now, and now I'm going to do some benchmarks for you guys. So enjoy the videos, and I hope you liked it. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the videos, guys.
reload! Join us, family! Teams are winning!
One too many, too many.